everybody, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Moments with Deshewa. How you guys doing? Trust you all are doing well. My name is Adeshewa and I remain your amazing host on this show. We have a guest here today, as you all know, and today, our guest for today, guys, oh my god, I know you all cannot wait to meet my guest, right? But before we get to that, let's go for a short break. Don't go away. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for staying tuned. Okay, today, our guest for today, oh my goodness, is someone that I love so much. Yes, she's respectful, she's a friend, she's a sister. But before I introduce my guest to you all, please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show is not of me, neither is it of Moment with Deshewa. It's only that of my guest. Okay, guys, join me as I welcome Adeyinka Agoro. Hello, Adeyinka. Welcome to our show. Thank you for coming.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I should be thanking you for real. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring me. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I know you're very busy. Everybody is busy in America. Like I always say, it's not easy. So for me to call you and like, hello, baby, I want you to come on my show to come see one or two things about yourself, about life experience and everything. I'm like, and you said, okay, sis, no problem. Let's get to it. So thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming, to be sincere. Thank you. It's so good to have you here. Can we meet you?
My name is Adeyinka Agoro, which everybody knows as Mommy Kpamilerin.
Okay. Mommy Kpamilerin. Are you a Miss or Mrs.?
I'm a Miss.
A Miss Adeyinka Agoro. That's a good one. Okay, guys. Now let's get to know more about Miss Adeyinka Agoro, right? Let's start from your growing up. How was it like, you know?
I won't say it's tough and I won't say it's not, because my growing up is in between.
Okay.
Because I will say my family, my friends,
right.
I grew up with families and friends, and most of my mom's friends too around them. I will say I grew up with all those grown-ups. I don't grow up with my peers.
Right.
I grew up with my mom's peers as a mother to me.
Okay.
So I'll put it that way. And my growing up as a child, I'll say as a child, has been, yes, you be the face of everything.
Right.
That's one thing I know about my growing up. You be the face of everything. I'm a mother to my siblings. I'm a mother to my mother.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm a mother to my mother.
You're still going to get to that. You have to like explain a little about that.
Yes. So I'm a mother to my siblings. In this aspect, I say I'm a mother to my siblings is that I've been the one around. My mom is always around, but she's a businesswoman.
Okay.
So she's not like, oh, I'm going to be home Monday to Friday. She's going to go for her business. She's a caterer, so she's not always like, oh, let me stay at home from Monday to Friday. There'll be always a party that they want her to come cater for and all that.
Right.
So that was the reason why I said I'm a mother to my siblings.
Got you. Okay. That makes sense.
So a mother to my mother is, hello, Inka Ibolowa. That's when I say I'm a mother to my mother, because she's always calling me as to confide in me and say, oh, Inka, where are you? What are you doing right now? Okay, I'm going out. Do you want to come with me? I'm a mother to her and I'm a friend to her.
Right.
Though she has best friends and other people.
Okay.
But before she called them, she'll call me. For me, I never sit down to think about it that way. I'd rather take somebody else as my mother. Why? Right. Because my mom beats me a lot. She's teaching me way of life.
Because I was going to say that.
But I never thought about that. I'm a child.
Right.
I was meant to be pampered.
Exactly.
But she beat me all the time. I tell her, don't do this. Before I even do it, she would have beat me. Before I carry it, she would have beat me. To the extent my mom's best friend, I actually lay out of my mom and told my mom that my mom's best friend, that I don't think she's my mom.
Wow. Where are you from?
I'll say my both parents, one is from Osun State and one is from Ogun State, but I was born in Lagos.
In Lagos. So the primary, secondary, the educational background was in Lagos, right?
Yes.
Okay. What school was that? Was it the primary school was where?
It was on the island. It was on the island. It was in Police Children's School in Obalinde.
So you had all the school time in Lagos, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Obalinde. So that's my secondary school.
Okay.
I'll say my primary school. So my secondary school is in Surulere. That's the mainland.
Right.
Surulere. I went to a Muslim school. I'm a Muslim by birth.
Okay.
I went to a Muslim school. So my Muslim school was my secondary school.
Okay.
It's my secondary school. So with all those back and forth, taking me out of school, putting me in school and all that, has really, really dealt with my mental health, that I could not even go to my mom and tell my mom, you know what, you guys should stop it. I'm a person that I don't talk too much, but when I talk, I get emotional.
Right.
So rather to be emotional, I'd rather just keep quiet and just be looking at everybody. That's one thing about me. So all that happened while I was in my secondary school. And when I was there, that was when my grandma, like from my mom's side, not my mom's mother, but their family.
From their
so
side.
I call them my grandma.
Gotcha.
Well, like, Inka, this is your principal, this is your vice principal. They know me because my grandma is like a committee in the school. So kind of like I'm a VIP in that school.
Exactly.
So anything I do, they don't even touch me. They rather go tell her. And she's my favorite, but sometimes she's not my favorite.
Okay.
Because there is no child that is going to be as young as I am when your parents are telling you the right way. They're never going to be your favorite.
Exactly. You see them like they're treating you bad.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So after all that, by Muslim diagnosis, they'll feel like, oh, maybe she's facing, maybe some gene in her that is making her doing what she's doing.
That manner, right?
I didn't say nothing. I would just be looking at them. Damn. Really? You think so? Okay. Before my Muslim secondary school, I've been to a previous secondary school that is like this is government secondary school.
Like a public school.
Exactly, that is very rugged.
Right.
Though I'm not that rough. But I've been there. I've been to two secondary schools that I will say to myself.
Right.
The Muslim school and the government one. The government one, I don't do anything. I'll just sit down. I'm not rough. I'll just sit down. As gentle as I am, I'll just sit down. There'll be other people fighting and all that, all those government school life.
Right.
I don't put myself in it. But that doesn't mean that if anything happen, I won't strike back.
Right. You fight for yourself.
Very well. They know that.
Okay.
So my GS1, I find it difficult because I've been through a lot from my previous school.
Okay.
So I find it difficult. My teacher was like, okay, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. They were putting me through. Eventually, I picked up a little. They promote me to SS2. My my GS2 to GS3. My SS1 to SS2. That was where the problem started.
What was that?
My SS1, all my classmates was promoted. I was the only one left out. I felt so bad. Why would that happen? It will never happen. That's because I don't listen to you guys. I don't like talking to anybody. In my Muslim school, none of my teacher can ever send me on an errand. All those, go and pick that plate and go and buy me food at the canteen. I'm not sure.
You can try that with me.
I'm not your errand girl. Why will you tell me to go and do that? None of them can do that.
Okay.
Although they can do it, but I feel like there is one fear or the other between the teachers, my grandma, and me.
And you.
So I'm that person that they always exclude all the time.
Kind of a special child.
Yes.
Okay, so we took the report sheet to your mom, and what was her response?
She was just like, our Yoruba mother now. She'll be like, everybody look pass. You want to call up Billy Wale, Madesco Eleni. We got there eventually. I was very calm as ever. We got there. They were saying one thing or the other. They were actually bantering words with each other. Why will this happen? I was just okay. All right. She'll have to go back to that class. That was when I got mad and got frustrated. And I called him by his name. Omiwale, you will never do that. If I don't go to that class, I'll leave this school.
Who was that? Omiwale? Was that your teacher?
That's my principal.
Oh, the principal of the school. You called him by his name?
Yes.
No, I don't understand. You called the principal of that school by his name?
By his name. His name is Omiwale.
Omiwale. How is it to you? Is he a relative or somebody?
He's not my relative. He's the principal of the school.
Right.
Yes.
So why would you call him by his name?
Because I was mad.
I want to get it straight. You called the principal of that school by his name, right?
Yeah.
Omiwale.
Yes.
What school is that?
The school, I don't want to put the name out there, but the school is at Surulere, at Bode Thomas.
Okay.
It's at Bode Thomas, and it's a Muslim school. That's the only Muslim school in Bode Thomas.
No, you said it already.
No, I don't need to say the name, the full name of that school.
But you just said
the school is the only Muslim school. I don't know now. Maybe there's another one.
What year was that?
Then, what year ago, Seth? I think it was around 20,000. It'll be around 11 or no 11 about.
Let's say like 25, 205 or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, sure.
For you to, I'm so sorry to butcher that. Do you feel that you calling that principal by his name, what transpired? Do you think he has done something he was not supposed to do to you? Like, do you think he maltreated you in that aspect?
No, I feel like it was just partial.
Why would you want to be partial?
I don't know.
The students.
No, I don't know. See, everybody in that school treat me so, I won't say so well, and I won't say so bad, and I won't say they treat me good.
Okay.
I don't want to be anybody's special person.
Right.
I just want to be a regular student that comes to school and leave that school in the afternoon.
Okay. So I get that point. Let me just say probably because you have like a mother in that school that happens to be who? You said
my grandma.
Your grandmother. What was her position in that school?
She is a committee, like those Asalatu members and all that.
That's cool. Probably, people can be just funny, probably being envious of you or something. I wouldn't know. I'm just saying my whole view. So eventually, did you get to do the WAEC or?
No, actually, when all that happened, then another teacher came in and like, oh, you can't talk to him like that. And I said, just hold it. I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to him, and you don't even put your mouth in whatever I'm saying here. You don't do that.
You were talking to the teachers and the principal,
like all the teachers. I actually picked all of them and I said my mind to everybody.
Right.
And the next thing, I don't even care about the student anyways. The next thing, my classmates were like, you can't do this, you did that. Me, I can never do that. I don't care. I only said my peace of mind for me to be at rest. After all that in my school, I left.
Okay. You didn't do the WAEC, that's cool.
I left the school totally.
Totally.
I didn't do anything. Even the report card, I didn't collect it. I didn't do anything. I just left everything with them there and I left the school.
For another one? For another school?
Not for another school.
Did you go to university?
No, not yet. So this is how it is. I went to all this jam that they do all the time.
Right.
I went to do the jam in another school.
Right. Another school.
I did my WAEC in another school.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I did jam
in another school.
Yes, I did all those exams in another school.
Okay.
So onto that process, 2027, 2020, 2027, I guess.
2007, you wanted to say?
2017, rather.
Oh, 2017?
Yes.
Okay.
2017, 2018, around that. When I finished all the exam and all that, I stayed in my house for a while. Then my mom called me as a daughter that, okay, you've done JAM, you've done your WAEC, Adupe, Omu. Nísìn, kí ló fẹ́ ṣe? O máa kọ́kọ́ níṣẹ́ ọwọ́ náà o. Because iṣẹ́ ọwọ́, èmi náà, mo níṣẹ́ ọwọ́. She called me, she talked to me. Mo níṣẹ́, and she said, what would I like to do? I said, I like to like cook, bake, and all that. I said, Oda.
In that year, 2017, 18?
No, not 2017, 18. I'm still coming back to that year. After my exam, now, after all the exam, she called me, she sat me down and told me that, then I did all my exam. After all the exam, around 2009, 2009, 2010,
right.
I did all my exam, I did all that. After that, then she called me, she sat me down, she'd be like, oh, you know what? Since you said you want that catering stuff, why don't you just go to this vocational training that this Fashola is doing?
Okay.
Then I said, okay. We went there, I registered, I did everything. Then I start going. It's supposed to be for a year, I guess a year or 6 months between that year. Maybe a year or 6 months. So I went there, let's just say a year. I went there for a year. We finished, we graduated. Then my auntie, there's one of my auntie that I always call Auntie Rukantora. She stays with us. She was not like, okay, now you finish. She works at Silverbed. So she said, she would have even got me an IT job at Silverbed.
Right.
I said, okay, no problem. But before then, my grandma that put me in that school, her daughter has other connection in their house in Surulere.
Right.
So she said, you know what, Yinka, since you finish your catering school, why don't you come to Aguda and start going to one IT, start your IT in this shop.
Okay.
I started my IT in one shop. They call that shop R&Y Catering Services. I'll never forget. Auntie
What
Yemi.
year?
Among all those years, I can't remember the specific year, but I know that every year that I worked and I finished my school, I have 1 or 2 things that I'm doing for every year.
Every year. Okay.
Till I move down
Fast forward to United States.
Exactly. Yeah. Every year I have 1 or 2 things that I'm doing.
Like learning a thing or the other.
Exactly.
So everything, all of the things you were saying, you're talking about was in Surulere.
Yeah, in Surulere,
Yes.
all those Costain, Apapa Road, Aguda, Shita area. Yes, all those places.
So I feel like we should make a shout out to people from Surulere. Shout out to you guys from Surulere, from Shida. Is still under Surulere, right?
Yes, shout out to all the Suruleres.
All the Suruleres. Shout out to you guys. I think Whiskey is from there, right?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. So from there to my one and only instructor, Auntie Yemi. She's a mother. She's a teacher. And I can never have it anyway to be with that crew and that school
without her.
She has been, although Auntie Yemi too has her own, no, but Auntie Yemi, oh my goodness, Auntie Yemi has been
everybody with their
amazing with everybody, with every student.
Right.
So I went to Auntie Yemi's shop to do my IT. The IT I went there to do is just as if you're starting afresh too, but to learn more about what you want to, what you did in that government school, that vocational school.
Right.
So after then, that was when I started all this process to come to the United States. Which
from that Auntie Yinka space.
Which it was a surprise to me. Because I never put that thing in. I never put me coming to the United States.
Right.
I was working at a TME's place, and I was working for a friend. Both things I was juggling it because If I want to stand on my own, I want to have a shop, I want to graduate, I'll have one change or the other to be able to start my own business.
Your own intention, your own thing that you wanted to do.
And that doesn't mean that I don't have a boyfriend that support me. I do, but I don't rely on men to do anything for me.
Right.
I don't.
You like to make your own money, like be your own boss, and
I like to make my own money, but that doesn't mean that when my boyfriend give me money, I will not collect.
Take it.
I will take. But before I will ask you, it will take a while.
You should get to a point that your boyfriend will not have choice than to support you because you've done a lot for yourself already. Right.
Because he knows that, no, she's trying. Even though if she did not ask me, I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So, let's get to how you get to the States over here. Then we have a lot to say. This is America.
So,
with all
said and done, my catering school, my school has been good. I will say it has been good. But I never went to university. I want to put it out there. I never stepped my leg into a university.
Why that?
That's because immediately when all my American document, I went for interview, I got picked that I was coming to the United States. So 1 year was a year for me to rally around, look for money, do this, and they gave me 2 years. So rally around and do this. Who wants to help? Who don't want to help? And all that. I don't want somebody to borrow me. You can give me, because I'm not ready to pay anybody back. And I was working.
You're not ready to pay anybody back?
No.
You want to help?
No. If you want to give me something, just give me and forget it.
Right.
Okay. Not that you lend me the money, and when I get here, I'll start busting my ass and be saying, I hold this person money. I hold this person. I don't want to be under pressure.
Right.
But even as at that, some people will help. Some people say, okay, come back the next day. Some people will even give you 5,000.
As low as that.
Right.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. Okay. But I never for one like, this is too small. No. Because I don't know your pockets.
Right.
I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're facing.
Okay. Oh, guys, this is about to be late, guys, because this is a point where we have to get to the States. This is America. This is where we have to talk about life in America with Adeyinka Agoro. Guys, are you guys ready for that? This is another part of life in America. Okay, Adeyinka. Now, getting here in the States, how has it been? You said, do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
You have 2 kids.
I have 2.
Both of them were born here. Okay, so that's really good when I say that. It's about to be late to talk about life in America with Adeyinka Agoro. It's Adeyinka Agoro, right? So yes. How did it go? Like how is it? How is it going in America?
Coming to the United States, when I heard the United States, not that I was not happy. I was happy at a point that I was coming, and I was not happy at a point when I got here. Because
2 things.
Yes. So let me say when I was happy because 1 year I left it out to rally around. Then the following year I was ready to pack my stuff. My mom's best friend that I called my mother, that will still remain my mother. May her soul rest in peace.
Oh my gosh, she's late.
She passed.
Oh my God.
She passed when I got to the States.
Wow.
She passed. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Amen.
So shout out to Z. So Z was a mother to me. She was one who said, you know what? Go. There's somebody there that is going to attend to you, which is her sister.
Over here.
Her sister. I got here. Thank God. I was already panicking. Because when I got to GFK, that was when my problem started. I got to GFK, I called Z's sister, immediate sister. Not cousin, not nephew, not friends, family friends, sisters. No, not area sister, her biological blood sister. I called her and she didn't pick. I thought maybe it was because she was at work or maybe she was busy, she could not pick her call. I was like, okay, put your mind one place. She might be busy. You don't need to panic. The place that you've never been before, you don't need to panic unnecessarily. I got here. Unfortunately, the person that I was coming here with, that's my dad. I was coming here with Mr. Agoro. He said, okay, you know what? Let's keep on calling this person. But me, I want to go and see one of my friends. That was where we now end up. That we were sleeping and eating for like few months.
That your father's friend's house?
Yes, there are ladies, there are women, and there are men with their husband.
Right.
So as a mother, I was like, okay, you know what, Inka, sit down. Don't worry, we'll still contact this person. And this person in particular that we are talking about, she lives in Staten Island. And I'm not even far from Staten Island because I'm in New York.
Yeah.
I called and called and called. Shout out to Yaomo. Yaomo is a very wonderful person, a peaceful person, a wonderful person with a wonderful heart. Yaomo. She was the one that actually said, stay. If this person did not pick your call, you go to my daughter's place in another state and go and be staying with her.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are other people that will be like, no, she has to call this person. This person has to call her. She needs to make up her mind. She needs to know if she's staying or not. Unfortunately, Alaji already left. That, you know what, let me go home. Go and meet this person and tell her that we didn't get this person here.
Okay.
We didn't get her. She didn't pick her call. Maybe you should call her for us.
Okay.
As time goes on, I eventually didn't see this person. Up till now.
You moved on.
I moved on. But that doesn't mean that the boat was very smooth. It was a little bit rocky.
Of course, definitely.
From New York, I called my family at home. They found a place for me in Jersey. I eventually moved down to Jersey. That was when I started living in Jersey. I was now somebody that lives in Jersey. I left in New York, everything. I left there. And when I was coming to the States, I brought so many things. I didn't even bring clothes for myself, myself. I brought mostly food stuff for that person that I want to come and meet.
Wow.
Because my mom said,
I refused to pick your call.
I swear. Till date. I've been in this country for over how many years?
When did you get here?
I got here around 2017, 2018.
That's about 6-7 years now. Wow.
So I've been like that. So unfortunately, I had a man that I was going out with. That person is in New York. So I traveled from New Jersey to New York by the weekend. Sometimes I travel down, sometimes he travel down. So we do it back and forth.
Right.
So I've been with that person. So one or two things happened between me and that person. And I won't lie. I'll say maybe I was at fault because it was a bad decision that I made then. It was not like maybe I was with another person. No, I was not with another person. He said, and I quote, don't leave the place that I was living then. He said, don't leave the place. We'll look for how we're going to get another apartment. Right. But I was really fed up because my landlord said, oh, no visitor, you can't have a guest, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Exactly.
I just locked it up and I found somebody that said, come to this place and come and stay with me. This is a popular person that we know. Her name is Yasia. Her name is Yadami.
Okay, that's our gold plug.
Yes, shout out to Yasia.
Yasia, Mommy Dami.
She was an amazing person too.
Oh,
I stayed with her for a few months.
Okay.
Several months. I won't say few months. Several months. Right. I stayed with her for several months.
How did you get to meet Yabasia?
I met her at work.
Oh,
we work at the same place.
Right.
So one or two things expired. Then she said, you know Yaobasia, and I want to call Undagbe.
She's a very nice woman.
I went to her place. When I was with her, one or two just happened around that. I didn't even know she was pregnant. And I didn't know I was pregnant too.
Okay.
So it was even somebody that came from Nigeria that knows that I was pregnant.
You don't know you were pregnant?
I don't know, because me, I've never been pregnant before.
And did you not notice you missed your period or
My
something?
period was never missed.
Really?
Because I was on my period.
And you were pregnant?
Exactly.
Okay.
It was so amazing to the extent that I was like, oh my God. But anyways, I was staying with her. My man, I called him and I told him what's up. And he was like, no, he called me because that weekend he was supposed to come over.
Okay.
I forgot that I was supposed to come over. Then he called. He called me, but the number wasn't going.
Your man called your number and it didn't go through?
He rang. I think he rang. Or between, I can't really recall that specific moment. He called me. Maybe he was ringing, maybe he didn't ring, but I can't recall. I will not say maybe he was ringing or he was not ringing, but he called me. I could not pick up. So, and that time it was snowing. So I'll say that place, it was my fault. And I wasn't there, but he said, and I quote, I slept out in the cold. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. That was the
He
next.
slept out in the cold.
In front of my house.
Waiting for you to pick up and
get across to bring the key and so he can go in.
Oh my God.
So that happened between that period. We didn't talk. We were having 1 or 2 fights and all that. Then we didn't talk for a few months. Because yes, he knows me. Modinugon. Yes, he knows that. If you don't want to talk to me, fine and good. I won't talk to you. Right. Then if he decides to talk to me, I'm open for conversation. Right. Then I called him when I found out that happened, and I called him and I said, this happened. Then he said, okay, I'm sure that's not mine. That. I said, okay, I'm not forcing you to do anything. It's not a do or die affair. Okay. It's not yours. No problem. After that, 1 or 2 coincidences happened. My kids grew up. My first child grew up. And she picked my phone and dialed the number.
No, that's too fast. Okay, let's take it like this. When you were pregnant, you were not aware, but at some point you get to know that you were pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. During that process, you were still living with Yasia.
Yeah, I was living with her, but when everybody found out that I was pregnant, so we could not have 2 pregnant women. In fact, 3 pregnant women in the house, because Yasia had a visitor from Nigeria
that was also pregnant too.
That she was here to have a baby,
right?
And so we can't have 3 pregnant women in the house.
Okay, so you had to move.
So she told me that this can happen, this, that, and I said okay, that I have to leave. Then I went to get an apartment.
Okay, so you were not living in that apartment by yourself?
Yes, by myself.
Okay. So
I had an helping hand.
Okay.
2 of my friends.
Okay.
One is a guy and one is a girl.
Right.
The guy is I can't remember his name, but he's a guy.
Okay. So they stood by you during the pregnancy time and when you deliver, right? When you had the baby?
Yes.
Okay, so it was you and your friends that live together?
Yes.
Or they come to check on you and they go back?
No, they just came to check on me and go back.
So it was you by yourself?
Yes. Okay. Till the time that I could not go to work anymore.
Right. Okay.
So the place that I was living, that I was paying the rent, they told me that, oh, if you can't do this, no, something happened between, if you can't do this, you have to go this, that.
Right.
I had another man that we don't have anything to do with each other because I was pregnant.
Okay.
No sex, nothing.
Right.
Just a friend.
Right.
But he wants to be my boyfriend.
Okay.
So he has been like helping, and he's a white guy.
Okay.
So when I need this, he'll just come around, give it to me, and leave. That's it.
Okay.
So I eventually found somebody that said, oh, you know what? You're going through a lot. You know our American people now. You're going through a lot. Just come around. Okay. I went around. I was pregnant. And I was with this person. I work in a shop.
The white guy?
Not the white guy.
Or another person?
Lady.
Oh,
yes. Her name is Adeyinka.
Okay.
She has an African store. I've forgotten the name of an African store.
Okay.
Ola Jokes.
Okay.
That's her African store.
She see honey?
She still own it, I guess.
Okay.
So she gave me a room to myself.
Oh.
With that room to myself, I work in a shop.
You had a baby already?
No, I was
You're
still
still
pregnant.
Okay.
I was working at a shop. She doesn't pay me.
Okay.
She doesn't do anything, but she feed me and she house me. I don't care about maybe I'm paying or I'm not paying.
Okay.
But so far I'm paying in another way.
Right. Okay,
By
so
working.
within that short period, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Because you first you were in Basia's house, Mom Basia's house.
Yes.
Right? You were pregnant. Then you don't know where you were pregnant in that process. But when you get to know you're pregnant, you have to move because of one thing, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So now you moved to another apartment by yourself.
Yes.
Where your friends were helping you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so fast forward again. Within that short period, that means like how long did you stay in that one that you moved into?
Well, I can't remember, but I know that I've moved 3 times.
Within the pregnancy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you get to that, your friends that own a store, was that when you had the baby?
Yes.
Okay.
She was with me throughout my labor.
Okay.
Till I gave birth.
Okay.
She was with me when I had the child. When the child turned 3 or 4 months, if I'm not mistaken, we had an argument and all that, and she asked me to leave, and I left.
To where?
I called my friend that always stayed with me in my first house that I always pay. That Alpha, she said there's an apartment close to our room that is open. And I said, okay. Excuse me. And I said, okay, I want to get the apartment. I already called her that I'm coming and I'll be there by this week.
Right.
By the time I got to our place, somebody else already moved in. So I told her that, okay, I'm already here now and I don't have any apartment. Why don't I just stay with you and we'll be splitting the rent into 2? And she said, okay, no problem. Her sister was there, her brother was there. Her brother always come home from school.
Right.
Just to come out for holiday. But it's just me, her sister, and my daughter.
Okay. Okay.
So like that, it was just like that. So from there, that I got my own place. That I called my own. Then my daughter turned 1.
Okay. Okay, so in all of this process, like after you left your friends that own a store, she wasn't paying you like cash, but she was like housing you and then feeding you there.
Yes.
Okay, so you will need to do one thing or the other. How were you managing? Like, were you doing any business in that process? So how do you get money to do some things aside from you?
This is how she has an African store, right? And she cooks food. People come around to eat.
Right.
They give me tip. I don't spend. I don't spend my money.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I don't spend my money because I don't have anything to buy. What do I want to buy?
You were really staying on your own lane, like maintaining all of those things by yourself, just for you and your daughter.
I even lost our money. They did a baby shower for me. The baby shower money that they gave me, I gave it to her in replacement of her money that I lost.
And she took it?
She took it.
Anyway, this is America. She's going to take it. Okay, so...
she's going to take it. Oh, she took it. So, but she said, oh no, so far I still pay you. It's your money now. It's you that know that you want to spend it on me. I never put a gun to your head to spend it on me.
Right.
I already paid you, and I know in my own heart I already paid you. Okay. From there, people started when they come, they give me tip. It's not small tip like $2. Some people even give me $20, $50. Right. I'll keep it. Okay. I don't have anything that I want to do.
Okay, so when you get to that your friend now that was living with her sister that you said with your baby, so you told that you wanted to be splitting
the bill,
that you don't mind. So how did you get to manage that side? Were we doing anything?
Then I started working.
What work was that?
I work at Shiseido. It's a popular place that every Nigerian if you just came back, if you are just coming in from Nigeria like this and you are stepping into the United States, you go there and work.
Go where?
So she said and work.
I never worked there.
Almost
for most people, right?
Yeah. Okay. If you say, in fact, if you meet 10 Nigerian and you just mention she said that have you worked as she said, at least out of that 10 people, 5 will have worked there or 7.
Wow. Oh, that was when you met. Okay. So that before Yasia, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that was when I met her. I'm a kind of person that I'm very friendly, very jovial,
I know.
very insulting.
I know.
My insult sometimes comes as a joke, and when I talk, sometimes some people don't even take me serious. They take it as a joke too. They take it as a joke too. So that is the kind of person that I am.
Okay. So, um, you after that, okay, you got your own apartment, right?
After me with my friend, I started walking back. I walked from South 7 to South 13, right? This street here, South 13.
Right.
When I walk to South 13, I'll drop my daughter at the babysitter. Then I'll walk back to Save a Lot for them to pick me and take me to work.
It was going on like that.
Like that till I got that morning and get my own apartment.
Oh, you were doing all of that with your friend?
Yes.
So you get your own apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
So later my friend told me I want to move. I got an house, a 2-bedroom, me and my sister, and I said, okay, no problem. She let me know that this, maybe she wants to stay by herself. Even if they don't tell me that she wants to stay by herself, we're a lot in that house. Everybody needs their privacy.
Right.
So I look to myself and I told myself that this is high time. You already have a child. You have more responsibility now.
It's not only you.
Then somebody told me about an apartment on South 10. I went to go meet the lady, and told the lady that I wanted this apartment. Is this still available? She said yes. I paid the rent first, and I told her that I was going to pay her the security. While all those process was going on and all that, I started my life back and started doing so many things. Then I met my man.
The same person you had the baby for?
No.
Another person?
Yes.
Wow.
That I'm with right now. Shout out to my man.
Shout out to you.
My one and only my one and only baby. My one and only Odogu. My one and only Igwe.
Right.
That he accepted me for who I am, for my noise, for my shouting, for my misbehavior, for my mischaracters, for my misjudge, for everything, for the kind of behavior that I always do.
Big shout out for you.
Even when he came to me and one or two things happen again, he still took me like that.
Wow.
That is a man. A man that will look at your flaws and tell you to your face and won't tell you that you have to change. That is him.
Right.
Shout out to Chukuyim, Ezenwa, Martins, Oinsi, hey, baby me.
I told you guys it's gonna be my sister here, right?
Oh my God!
You still have more to say about him?
In fact, that man is a man. Wow. That man is my small God.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one. I like his so much when people give flowers to who deserve it.
That man that I see, he might not even do all those pepere things that they are doing online, that they buy flowers. I married an OG. I'm not even married yet, but I'm already claiming it. I married an OG. Wow. And I like it like that.
Exactly.
He likes to keep himself quiet. He listens more and talk less. That is my man. If they tell me that my man is, I'll say yes. That is my man.
Right.
Me gan se ba kọjá ye mi gan of me. Me sọ̀rọ̀ bí ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ igan lè sọ pé ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù. And I'll still laugh at it. That is my man. Trying
to correct you, trying to tell you what to not do. You're blessed. That's a good one.
I'm blessed.
It's actually a time like God is ready to compensate you. So he actually compensates you with that man, with everything you went through, with all the stories. You've been in one place or the other. You lived with somebody. You lived there. Oh my God! And it was even not you alone. It was during pregnancy. Like you did all of that by yourself.
I did everything by myself. I met my man when my daughter turned 1.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
When my daughter turned 1.
And let me just quickly say that did you get to like hear from the other guy That you had the first baby for?
My ex.
Right, your ex.
When my daughter made a mistake of calling that, no, she didn't call. He posted something. I checked the post, but I left my phone. Then my daughter picked it. You know all those emoji that popped out of profiles. So I think she pressed it or she messaged. Then the next thing, I think he called my friend and tell my friend that I don't even have your time. I've never for once and sat down and start thinking about you. No.
And did he bother to reach out to you afterwards?
I don't. He didn't reach out
till now.
I actually called him. Did I call him? I think I called or he called. Between that, I don't know. Me, I'm always forgetful. He called, so I told him that I made a statement. I said, I hope there will be a time that you will not regret of calling or checking up on something that is very dear to you before it's too late. Then
you sent that to him?
Yeah, I said that to him.
You called him on the phone?
I think he called or he sent me a message. Okay,
you guys had conversation?
Yes, we had a conversation. So I said that. Then he said, don't. Then he insulted me. Maybe don't ever. Or he just insulted me, and I didn't say anything. For me, I'm someone that before I could talk, something would have gone down. But all these things that I'm saying now is not to make myself feel bad, but to embrace the kind of person that I am.
Embrace your flaws, everything you went through. Still stand up for yourself and fight for yourself. You did a lot. I must say that you're very strong and you did you went through a lot for real. Because everything you said in few minutes now, it's been a lot. I can imagine. It has
been a rough life from my childhood to my mid-year to now.
Till you met your man.
Yes.
That's why I said God has really compensated you with that.
And I've been with my man for over how many years now? My daughter is 6 years.
You had another daughter for him?
No, I had a son.
A son for him. Oh, now you have a girl and a boy.
Yes.
And that's it. That's a good one.
And is the dad of those two amazing kids.
Wow.
And he will never have it any other way.
Guys, this is
he will never have it any other way because he took me, he took her, and he took the baby that we had again together, taking care of you everybody. As I am like this, I'm even enjoying than other people that are even working because me, I'm not working. Pick up me, adìẹ ti tọ̀ sí mi lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni, adìẹ ti tọ̀ sí mi lọ́wọ́ bí mo ṣe wà báyìí because I remember I had my son is 4 years now. I've not worked for 4 years. I've been in the house with my kids.
Wow, he's a man. He really tried a lot for you. Seriously, I'm taking care
How many men want to be taking care of a woman that is not working?
Working, right.
But I never for once disturb. There are some ladies out there that will be like, today I want to buy Fendi. Today I want to buy.
Exactly.
Not that I don't like them. Yeah. And not that I don't want you to buy. If you buy them, I'll take it. But when you buy it, don't tell me the price. I'm somebody that my mom is from Osun State. My daddy is from Ogun State. Ijebu to be precise. But you buy it, you tell me the price, I'll shout.
Exactly. the Ijebu gene, Ijebu experts.
I'll shout. But when I want something, I like it. I'll go for it. I will not even check the price. But sometimes I just always look at, no, this man got me this thing, and I'm not working. He might even get it for me for like 2 years because I will not take it. I will not take it out. I will not go anywhere. I'll just leave it there. I don't go anywhere.
Oh my God.
But he makes sure everybody is okay.
Exactly. And that's the most important
part. Food-wise, money-wise, everything.
The food part and housing part in America, oh my God, there's a lot. There's a lot. And it's really trying. He's a good man.
I will tell you that when you come to my house, you will see a lot of gadgets. You You come there is, in my house you meet blender, different kind of gadgets that they always use to do anything. You want to do orange juice, there is a orange juicer that will just squeeze just the water. The one that will even leave the shaft, we have that one. So everything, it makes sure that everything is available to my own disposal, to my own disposal.
Wow, he's a good man, I must say. God really compensates you on that aspect. Okay, so with all of these ones that you've gone through in America, from not even America, Nigeria, over here, your lifestyle, like life experience and all. What do you think you can tell people? What advice do you have to? I'm sure with everything you said, people would learn one thing or the other from everything you said.
The advice I'll give them.
What can you just tell people like an advice?
The advice that I'll give everybody out there, back home, here and abroad, anywhere you are. I'll tell you to be yourself.
Number one.
Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish on yourself or your partner or your relatives. Yes, they are handful. Our families are handful. I understand. But when it comes to life itself, life is selfish. Because life is not easy for everybody.
Exactly.
So when you see somebody that wants to help, don't put everything on that person. Try to do little, even if it is just 2%.
Make sure you contribute. Right.
With all that I've held by man, I'll tell you, I'm not a lazy person. I'm not working, but I'm still working. There is nothing you come in that, you can come and do this thing. If I don't know it, just give me 5 minutes, let me run and go to YouTube. If I check it like that, I don't even need to watch it and finish the whole episode.
Right.
I'll just be skipping and be checking and be checking. After I finish it, just give me, I want to set it up.
Right.
Don't be lazy. Don't be selfish. Be who you are in every aspect. Even though if you know how to shout from today till tomorrow, be who you are. Some people will even come at a stage in life and tell you that, Oma paro, oniro niye, kiniko. Yes, oniro niye, tani o parori. Tani o parori.
Exactly.
Paro yen débi pé o paro yen gan, o tún pààyàn níbi tó ti paro. Paro yen. But know yourself that, irọ́ tó pa yìí, o fi gbàyàn lánàá, o tún fi save ara ẹ̀ from àwọn tó fẹ́ mú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kúrò lẹ́nu ẹ̀, tó fẹ́ gbé lọ fẹ́yàn míì.
As if you defend that right.
Exactly.
So at the end of it all, Ọlọ́run ló ṣe.
Ọlọ́run ló ṣe o. Ọlọ́run ṣe. Àìmọye àwọn èèyàn tí mo mọ̀ tó tún súnmọ́ mi. Tẹ́ ọmọ máa yín mú sí ẹ pé wọn kò ṣiṣẹ́ o. Kò ní nǹkan tó ń fi kàrí ẹ̀ ṣe o. Kò lówó lọ́wọ́ o. Ó ń wọ bàtà, ó ń wọṣọ. Kò ṣe kinní kan o. Ẹ ṣáà máa ṣe.
Àwa la nìyẹn lọ́wọ́.
Ọ̀rọ̀ nítorí ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣayé eré. Ká lè yẹ wá.
Exactly.
Torí tá bá ṣayé eré, báwo láyé ṣe fẹ́ yẹ wá? Òun ni kókó.
Guys,
it has been back and forth.
Exactly.
In life. Ìgbà míì gan tí yẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ parí, èmi gan máa wò pé yẹ́ má ti fẹ́ parí, Olúwa ò máa tí kú, Olúwa ò máa tí lọ. Ọlọ́run máa ṣe oúnkẹ tí mo tẹ̀ tún rí eléyìí. Tí wọ́n ti rí pé a ti kí happy new year báyìí, àti tí wọ́n wọ January, àyín ìkùzẹ̀, máa wọ new year kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Màá tún wọ́n pé mo ti wọ new year nìyẹn o.
Oh my God, I told you guys it's going to be amazing on this show, on this episode today. So guys, it's been amazing here with Adeyinka Agoro. I told you she's a sister and she's a friend. And she's been giving us back to back. And I'm sure you're enjoying it. If you are watching to this time and you are yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you doing? This is not nice now. Help your sister. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on the like button. Drop your own comments. Share to your loved ones. Let's do this thing together. Thank you guys. Okay, I was going to ask you this question, Miss Adeyinka Agoro.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us about your experience with people back home in Nigeria? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you have anything to say? Do you want to share your experience about people back home in Nigeria?
I'll say we humans, we are born with different flaws. Everybody has their own flaws. You see people back home, man. They are I would call them species. Species ńlá ni wọ́n o. Because bó ṣe wà yẹn, let's exclude family.
Right.
Friends. There are some friends that you have that you can't even call because they are busy.
Yeah.
But out of their busyness, when they need something, they can call you. And I mentioned something that sometimes we should be ourselves. Be yourself. If you tó bá pè mí, Yinka, mo need nǹkan bye. Don't lie about it. Mọ̀ bóyá irọ́ kékeré tó rọra pa yẹn, ó lè sáré ṣẹlẹ̀ within. But wọ́n wá pè wọ́n á ní pé Ayinkuze, wàá tún sáàmì, Ayinkuze, àfààná. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan báyìí ó ní business kan tó fẹ́ ṣe? Jẹ́ kí n kúkú sọ fún ẹ, bóyá wà yẹn sì tó bá ṣe 70%, 80%, ìwọ ló wá ní kíní kan. Tó bá máa eventually venture sínú irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, tó ti wọ́n pé ẹni yìí ìgbà tí mo wà ní Naija kò ever dà mí rí. Trust me, lẹ́yìn moment tó ń sọ yẹn, ó ń prepare bóyá fẹ́ fi àdá tó fẹ́ fi dà ẹ́ ni. Ó máa dà ẹ́ back to back ni. And for families, I'll just tell our families back home that ṣe wá díẹ̀.
Ẹ bá jẹ wá tán.
Kó tẹ́ ń ṣe ti jíjẹ, ṣe wá díẹ̀. Tó bá yẹ pé oníkálukú wá ní agbára láti gbé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà nílé wa, kẹ́ wá rí bó ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ìlú yìí.
They don't want to hear that part.
Tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo wa ní agbára.
I'm going to cut you in that aspect. They don't want to hear that part. Do you even know that when you set your camera, I see people on TikTok, Instagram, when you set your camera, when they set your camera, because I don't do it, and they get to start talking about, look at what we are facing here in the state. It's not easy. I told you blah, blah, blah. If I give you $1, you have to appreciate. Come and see their comment section. If you know it's not easy there, why can't you be coming no? I'm like,
ṣe wá díẹ̀. Because if e easy, maybe if you carry in a con, make na con run am.
For 2 months, right? This just come for
2 months, okay. 1 week. Come and run it for 1 whole week. Dọ́mà wà ń gbà somehow.
No. Wà nígbà tó tún.
Wà ń gbà winter.
Winter ni kò wá bọ̀.
Ṣebí mo ṣeré, ṣebí mo wá bí. Mo wá sórí ètò, mo wọ socks.
Right.
Tí èèyàn bá fọ́ ọkàn ẹsẹ̀ mi,
ó ti tutù.
Ó máa ń tutù ni. Tí bá wà ní ìta ń gbà mí, ẹsẹ̀ mi máa ń dá tutù.
Èmi wọ socks. I'm always on my socks.
Pẹ̀lú pé mo tún wọ socks, ẹsẹ̀ mi máa ń dá tutù. Mo ò ṣiṣẹ́ o, ẹsẹ̀ mi máa ń tutù mọ́nú ilé ni.
To talk of people that walk in the snow, in this cold, and this is a lot.
Ní ibi tó le dé ń gbà mí, tí àwọn ẹbí mi gan bá béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ mi, àti wá kọ ojú sí ẹni tí mo pè lólùfẹ́ mi pé my dear, mo dẹ̀ jọ ṣé mo máa rí $20 ń bẹ̀ yẹn, dọ́là ti rise náà, ṣé máa rí $20 kí n sáré fi send sí ìyá alágbájá, wọ́n ní pé ara ẹ̀ ò yá. Wọ́n máa wọ pé àwọn kan pera màá ìwọ tó ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń bọ́ ẹ tó tún fẹ́ máa bọ́ ẹlòmíì. Ó jẹ́ pé náà kó sọ mú pòní, wàá tún wá pè wọ́n. Èèyàn ti ṣe fún mi rí, excuse me, èèyàn ti ṣe fún mi rí débì kan tó sọ fún mi pé Yinka, I say make you give me something. You can't send fake alerts give me. Ìyá mi, àjùjọ wà nílùú yìí, ẹ mọ tap. Nígbà mi tó máa send owó tó máa bounce back tí ò ní lọ. Èmi ti bí ṣe ti score done, mo ti expect pé ó máa lọ, mo ti screenshot níbi tí mo ti send there.
Right. So
wọ́n máa gbé mi ṣépè. Mo ní lórí owó mi, lórí ṣéǹgì mi, ó tún gbé mi ṣépè. Ìmí ìgan tó máa send ẹ ti ní pé 50,000 mo ní mo fẹ́ 10,000 ló fún mi. Nínú 50 àti 10, sórí pé ó jìnnà sí ọ̀pá mi fọwọ́ díẹ̀ kùn. Màá ní èyí tẹ́ bá máa fọwọ́ sí, bóyá kẹ́ kúkú wá gbé mi, kẹ́ kúkú wá tà mí.
They don't really understand how it's going over.
Somebody make mention of something on TikTok. This same TikTok you said. Wọ́n ní kí ló dé tó ṣe jẹ́ pé àwa tá wà ní diaspora, a ṣe like ká máa ṣe giveaway online. Ju ń pé ká máa fún àwọn èèyàn tá bá mọ̀ physically. Mo ní that's a big one. Mo sọ fún ẹni náà pé èèyàn tó mọ̀ tó wá fún lówó online tó dẹ̀ appreciate ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ ṣàdúrà fún ẹ lójú ẹsẹ̀ kó wá pèèyàn tó mọ̀ kó fún lówó kó wá máa gbé ẹ ṣépè ọ́ èèyàn tó mọ̀ tó fún lówó tó tún wá fi ẹlòmíì tó tún wá fi fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
again tí ò lè ti appreciate èyí tí wọ́n ṣe fún.
exactly ẹjọ nínú èèyàn méjèèjì yẹn ta ló yẹ kẹ́ ṣe fún ó kúkú pé kó máa kúkú ṣe bá kó kúkú wà lórí TikTok yẹn kó kúkú máa ṣe nǹkan ò mẹ́ni náà rí ò mọ ẹyẹ tó ṣú ó ṣe tiẹ̀ fọ́lọ́ next person on to the next one.
This is where we get to round up and say goodbye to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us till this time. And I must say to you, Miss Adeyinka Agoro, who is going to become a Mrs. anytime soon. Yes.
Yes, so
you already said you claim it, right? So
I did not only claim it, yo.
It's going to happen.
No, èmi mo ti sọ wọ́n ti fẹ́ mi ní promise ring. Àmọ́ èmi ò kí ń gba promise ring. Bóyá kò má promise mi rárá.
Just make it happen.
Just ṣe ni.
Ni mo fẹ́.
Má kọ́kọ́ sọ promise ring yẹn nù. Ring ni kò mú wá.
Mo ní ká fẹ́ gbà. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Mo yẹ something tí baálé mi bá máa rí gbogbo eléyìí sẹ́yìn báyìí well done. Kò ní mo fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Àṣẹjọ́ ló lọ rò. Continue.
And this is a good job. People are going to learn a lot from this. You said you speak a lot, so people are going to learn one thing or the other. I like the fact that you told people to be kind, to be themselves, and those are the most important parts.
So as you are kind, my sister, as the person is kind, don't let your guard down because they're ready to use you while you are kind.
I know.
Because yálàgbájá okay ẹ jẹ́ kí sáré gbé yín débi bí ẹ jẹ́ kí sáré ṣe lè fún yín ẹ kí sáré ṣe lè fún yín wọn ò rò gbà tí wọn ò ń ṣe fún wọn tó bá dín pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe fún ẹ wọn wá ní
àwọn capitalize dé lórí
wọn máa fún ẹ ní options gbà tí mo ṣe kíní yẹn fún ẹ ò mọ̀ gbà yẹn o wọn ò dẹ èyí tí wọ́n ṣe fún wọn gan ju èyí tí àwọn fẹ́ ṣe fún ẹ lọ ẹlòmíì gan tún máa bú ẹ lé lórí. So nevertheless, my sister, I just want to tell people out there to be themselves. As you are being yourself, don't forget to make yourself happy.
Right.
As you are making yourself happy, don't forget that there are bad people watching you out there, that they want you to make just slight mistake.
You prepare for them by praying every time.
Praying is even aside, you know.
Okay.
If you pray, as you are praying, make sure you're using one eye to be looking at them. Definitely. Because they are there, God said, they are there to even match your prayer for you. So, àdúrà tó ní kálukú wa máa ṣe ni pé gbogbo èèyàn tó bá ti jẹ́ pé tó bá fẹ́ ya ọ̀nà ilé ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá ṣe níbi Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó miss address ilé ẹ̀.
Àmín.
Kókó bẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Àmín, àmín, àmín. Àdúrà ńlá nìyẹn. So, I hope you open your hand and say amen to that.
Amen.
Prophetess Yinka.
Mo ti wọ prophet mo ṣe mẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ láwọn ìdán àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ wọ prophet lásìkò yìí.
Lásìkò yìí ó máa ti ṣe kiri jù.
Ó máa ti pọ̀ jù.
Thank you so much for coming to our show. It's been an amazing and exciting time with Miss Adeyinka Agoro. Thank you guys for hanging out with us till this time, till this moment. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Moment with Deshewa, and click on the like button, drop your comments, share to your loved ones. We'll see you all in our next one. Bye-bye.